I'm feeling good. We ready to walk straight into it. Walking to another day in Baltimore, you feel me?
What's your motherfucking life like?
Look at the page again, you know.
Oh, we started? We started? I didn't know this started. I thought you were joking.
I said, let's go. I'm feeling good. Welcome to another day in Baltimore.
What's your life like?
My name Tay.
I'm YBSN Mikey.
And you know, oh, that's how we coming? Oh, you should have told me that.
You should have told me that.
Whoa. Fuck the D, baby. It's another day in Baltimore.
What's your life like?
My name Tay Grizzly, and you know that.
You done?
You know I'm done.
And I'm YBSN Mikey.
Man, look, right. So I heard today we got somebody stepping up to the plate. No pun intended, you feel me?
You got my man Timmy in the building, owner of Fit Prep Meals. Oh shit, it like y'all getting something
You
good.
got a nice juicy salmon. Nice juicy salmon. You know your bitches love some salmon.
What you got going on over there?
I love some salmon.
What you got going on?
We got some salmon that we're portioning up for our meal prep this weekend. We're gonna put some spices. We're gonna rub it with some salt, pepper.
Okay.
Put it in the oven.
Well, you're a different type of work. I cannot cook without music. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, a lot of that music in here?
Oh yeah, sometimes. Oh, okay.
If you was in here by yourself, probably a little different. Yeah, I already probably have my headphones in.
That's what I'm talking about, like headphones or something.
What's up, bro? How you feeling, Timmy?
Chillin', bro. That hoodie's tough, bro.
Fuck with it?
Hell yeah.
I gotta get a new mask.
I got one for you, bro.
Nah, for real?
Yeah.
Alright, bet.
You
Oh
want
yeah,
one?
that's hard. Got an AK joint.
I can put it
You
on
got
for
one?
the video.
Alright, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's cool.
You want the AK, you want for one on one?
I'll do the AK.
Oh, let me get a
For
410.
one more joint?
Yeah, that joint.
Which one? This one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, bet.
Appreciate it. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to the people. I only got my mask on. Put my shit on. Go ahead, bro.
Alright, okay. You want one? Welcome to Be More Kitchen. That's our office area right here. You got couches and all that. You can do your work in there. You can print out stuff for real. Everybody's lockers right here. That's my locker right there. It's cool.
You been here a couple times?
Yeah, I just moved in like last week actually. Yeah, I just started renting the space.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I'm renting it with like a whole bunch of other people in here.
Yeah.
So you can like see the kitchen space from right here. It's cool for real.
Shit is cool.
Yeah. You got free coffee. Yeah, I need that shit. They're gonna put my logo up there soon too.
You might as well.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it's like a little tasting room and all that.
Oh, conference room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
That shit cool. I
Nice.
wasn't even expecting all this. I thought it was gonna be a big ass kitchen.
Alright. I'm gonna take my jacket off and stuff so I can like get ready to go in there real quick. You got our washing, sinks and everything. You got a dishwasher right there. We got the two compartment sinks. You know, you got all this drying racks. Shit. Right here, we get free gloves and everything because like you working here. We got the cleaning room right here. And like the mop buckets and shit. All that shit cool. Yeah. And then like we got our storage area in the back. So everybody got a shelf in here.
Oh wow.
Come over here. I got my shit. It's a little messy, but you know that's my
Your
shit
name
right
in
here.
here?
Shit, I got Fit Prep right here. So shit, all this stuff. Yeah, we'll walk y'all to the deep freezer. walk-in joint right here. Got the shrimp, fish, we got vegetables. All this stuff is other people's shit too. So like all this right here is mine. So I'm finna cook like most of this shit this weekend. So
For your meal prep?
yeah, for my meal prep. All this is meal prep stuff right here. A little bit of that too. Just cause I got so much shit. So
How y'all keep up with everything? How you know what's what?
how do I keep up with
Everybody got their
everything?
name on
Yeah,
everything.
so everybody got their names on stuff. So that's how you know like your own little space area.
Gotcha.
But the thing is like, since there's so many people here,
Yeah.
and like some people they be having extra stuff. Like today I had extra stuff, so I put my stuff over there, and then I just gotta get it out the way before like the weekend's over, so that way you know they don't find me or something stupid.
Alright. See this? Alright.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Bruh, yo, help me with one thing. I just gotta move this shit to this table right here.
I got you,
You feel me? It gets to it.
Fit cut.
Teamwork make the dream work, man.
Fit cut.
Man.
You wanna put a run on?
Yep. We can work together out here, you feel what I'm saying? And this is what it's all about, baby. Showing love,
My man, he's
helping each other out.
What's up, y'all?
Feel me? What's up, bro?
Yes, starting off
Yes,
his
sir.
podcast. Like, what's the name of your
YouTube channel.
podcast called?
Another day in Baltimore.
Another day
What's
in
your life
Baltimore.
like?
Shit, it's always like that, ain't
What's
it?
your life like?
Yes, sir. What's your life like,
What's your
son?
life like?
And as you can see, his life like food.
Work life.
Yes, sir. Work life.
Work life. That's everything you gotta do in Baltimore, man. You gotta work for real, bro.
That's what it is.
But let me grab some of my equipment now.
Okay. You need any help with anything?
Nah, we good.
Feel
What you
me?
got in your hand? Tell you what that is.
Oh no, this.
Oh,
Look, hold up.
Oh, see.
Right up here.
Uh-huh.
Just
Alright.
know.
Just know.
We gonna talk to you. We gonna talk
We can get to
off
that.
camera about that one.
Alright,
You
alright.
feel what I'm saying?
I'm interested. It's all
You feel me? Definitely want something different.
in a positive way.
In a positive way.
I mean, it's you anyway. I wouldn't expect nothing. Nothing less.
Hey, I just try to do right by the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take some of this stuff up here.
Got a good potatoes, you know what I mean? Got a good potatoes out.
Get with
You know what I mean? Probably like 135 potatoes in there.
about that.
Think about right?
It's about that.
About right?
It's about that.
Okay.
So, this is my little station right here. You can see my name, Fit Prep. Right here, so it just shows like this is my own little station. You know, I got my spices at the bottom and shit. I got everything that I need to cook over here for the most part. They give us pots and pans that we can use, cutting boards you can use. We got all the different color cutting boards you need for like your meat, your fish, chicken, people with allergies. So we got all that. Everything pretty much cool. We got the hand washing stations around. So you know that way you clean throughout the whole cooking process. You're not messing, you're not messing nobody's food up. None of that. We got dishes. We got 3 compartment sinks in here too. We got the veggie station. You can wash your fruits and veggies in there. We got another one down there too. And you know the kitchen space. It's just so big. So
A lot of people.
yeah, that's pretty
Got
good.
the power
Yeah,
source
we
up
got the power
top.
source up top.
I thought it was a waffle
Yeah.
maker.
Do something.
You said what?
I thought it was a waffle maker. But I said, man, I thought you just snapped up and down.
That was
But I said, a waffle.
My people. He thought this was a waffle maker. He thought that was a waffle. He thought they had a.
Don't look like they.
He thought they had waffle makers hanging from the ceiling.
I thought you
That's
just
what he's
knocked that
telling
bitch
y'all.
down.
That's what he's telling y'all.
Feel me?
Talk to him, man.
We got our stoves over here.
You got the hibachi stuff?
Yeah, bro. We
got this shit. This is my best thing in here because I could do so much on here. I could do chicken, fish, steak, whatever, vegetables, and I could do everything at once. So it just takes up less time for me. We got our regular stoves here. We got a tilted skillet right there. So you can like, it's called a skillet or like a tilt skillet.
Okay, what that
So
do?
it's pretty much like a bigger version of this. Honestly. This is deeper. So you can like do other stuff in here too. Like you could boil like a shit ton of pasta in here.
Okay.
So you could fill it up with water, or you could put oil in there and cook like whatever you want in there too.
Like fire?
Huh?
Like fire?
Yeah.
And you can like
it's not like no fire, bro.
You said oil?
Yeah, you can put oil in there and like sauteed vegetables in there. It takes less time. Or if you even want to cook like some.
You can like steam something.
Yeah, you can steam stuff in here too. So this is like perfect for vegetables. And if you're doing like bulk, like ground meats or something, so like last week I did probably about 20 pounds of ground turkey in here, and it was so quick.
What you made with that?
Perfect. I made a turkey bolognese with that. Yeah, last week. So that's pretty cool. All this stuff right here, that's not our stuff. That's for like one company alone right there. They just got so much money. They just got their own little stuff. They got their own shit.
You got the deep fried and all that. That's great.
I hope they get wings.
Let's cut wings in there. Oh, that's y'all?
Huh?
Yeah,
That's it. Ones right there. We got our ovens right here. Commercial standard ovens. So some of them are combi ovens. They're combi ovens too. And then a couple of these right here. These are like the non-meat ovens, so you can like bake your cookies. So this is pretty much the two that the bakers use for the most part. Yeah. Right here we got a smoker that I'm gonna be using pretty soon. I'm gonna be selling some smoked wings soon. That's an exclusive. That's exclusive right there. Smoked wings coming soon.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Smoked wings.
No, that's all. That's the one.
Yeah, tell him.
That's the one.
Big Brittany, you feel me?
Huh?
Yeah. Tell him I'm put my foot in that motherfucking food.
So we got potatoes, we got Brussels sprouts, we got some salmon, and we got chicken breasts in there. The proteins for this week for the meal prep is chicken, salmon, and shrimp.
Okay.
So right now I'm only gonna be working with the salmon and the chicken. I'm gonna cut up some Brussels sprouts, cut up some potatoes, you know, just some basic stuff. Well, I'm about to go grab the cooking bowls real quick so we can get started. So people always say, like, fit prep, like, what's one of the best things about fit prep? It's all in our spices, seasonings. We got literally every spice you can think of. Like, for the most part, we got some of our dressings in here. We got like big spices. Garlic is one of the biggest things that we use for fit prep. Because garlic, one of the main benefits for garlic is healing powers, and it also has that umami flavor that you're looking for. Makes everything taste good. And let me see. Our fit prep only thing. Hold on, let me move this out. This is supposed to be pink salt. It's supposed to be pink salt, so I'm not trying to show the herb and garlic because I just be pouring shit in here. So but I'm gonna just show this side. So what we use at fit prep is pink salt. Everything pink salt, barely any like other type of salt. So this, I guess maybe this is what people taste when they taste in the food, but we use pink salt on everything, on all our proteins, our carbs. Pink salt is always the way to go.
Now what happened with just about the salt? Let's do this one.
What, for the reason for using pink salt?
Yeah, what's the reason for that?
Reason for using pink salt is like it has a lot more minerals compared to the regular salt. It's gotten from like the Himalayan mountains in like I think Pakistan or something like that. I'm not too sure on that.
We fact
But
check.
we fact check. But yeah, it's pretty much one of the better salts that you're supposed to use. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using any other type of salt, but that's just what we use out here. So. What's going on, y'all? Today I got y'all some Brussels sprouts, some potatoes. Right here we got some salmon that we're gonna cut up soon. So I'm gonna just show y'all a little bit of what I do. So I'll grab some of this, cut it down, cut it, I'm gonna put that in there. Just cut off the tails. Okay, split them down to half.
So how long you been doing this for?
I've been doing this for like a year now. Okay. So I really started in like, I would say late September of 2019. Okay. Like right after I graduated from school. Okay. You know, got my degree, and I figured, I was like, if this engineering stuff not gonna work, I might as well try to make some money while I'm waiting for that to happen. But that never popped off, but this did. So here we are right now. I'm meal prepping. I've been doing it for over a year. Business really like started taking off in like the pandemic. The pandemic started because nobody wanted to go out to eat anymore. So they were like, yo, let's find a meal prepping business who could just take care of all our needs. So I just happened to be one of the meal prepping businesses around at the time. So I've been prepping, but we just moved into our new space right here in Be-More Kitchen. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool space. Hopefully we're going to be here for a pretty long time, cooking up some great meals for everybody in Baltimore.
So look, I gotta ask you, right? So, I love cooking myself, right? And I know why I love cooking. See, I like cooking because it's like, it's an art to it. I'm keeping it bad with you. It's an art to it, and it's almost like putting together like your own puzzle for real. You feel me? But it's a creative puzzle because it's something that you come up with. I want to know what really inspired you to get onto this food stuff, other than the fact that like it's kind of bread behind it. Yeah.
One of the main reasons is like I really just love cooking for real.
Okay.
Like, this is like my main thing. I've been like into food probably before high school for real. Like I used to help my mom in the kitchen sometimes. Like I used to help her break down chickens when I was like 8 years old and shit. Okay. So this has been like one of my favorite things to do. And then, you know, I got to college, started meal prepping for myself. That's actually like how like meal prepping really got started for me. You know, when you in college, sometimes you just broke, you don't got no money or nothing. You gotta make sure you portion out your meals. Plus I was still trying to get in shape at the time, you know, trying to stay fit and everything. So meal prepping was just perfect because it's healthier, you know, because you got your food portioned out for you. You're not eating too much junk. You got your vegetables, you got your macros that you count for every meal. If you're into that kind of stuff, like tracking your meals, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's pretty cool for real.
Right. I got a question though.
Yeah, what's up?
Dead or alive, who would you want to cook for?
Ooh. Dead or alive, who don't? Ooh.
Dead or alive, what is it?
He said, dead or alive, who would you want to cook for? Anybody.
Man, that's tough. Damn.
That'd be mine, right?
Hold
That'd
up.
be
I'm
mine,
gonna make it
Give me a category real quick.
Anything. Anything. Celebrity, family member, anything.
Well, I kind of want to lean with Tupac. Okay. Just because like I fuck with him, man. Like we just amazing. Great music. Okay. 90s music. I fuck with 90s music. Okay. His music is cool for real. Second closest to that would probably be my dad, because I just never haven't cooked for my dad before. Okay. So if I could cook for him one day, hopefully soon, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Hopefully soon, bro. That would be pretty cool.
Now look, I'm gonna make it even harder. What would you want to make for him?
I was going.
You feel me? I was on that. What you want to make for him?
Yeah.
What do you Pop look like he want from you? You feel what I'm saying? What you
know,
want?
he did live in Baltimore for a little bit, so I'm gonna make him a chicken box. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a chicken box.
That's y'all ain't saying that.
What's gonna separate my chicken box?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's probably gonna taste way better.
Oh,
that's one. Okay. It's gonna be fresher. Okay. I'm gonna use organic ingredients and everything. Because when you go organic, everything tastes better, qualities last longer, and it's better for your body overall because you don't got to worry about the GMOs and none of that stuff. And that's another thing that we do at Fit Prep Meals. We try to limit as much as possible any like artificial ingredients or anything. As you can see, we get our salmon fresh. It's not frozen. So we cut all this down.
So you did
like
this?
The portions. No. So this comes like this from the store. But we break it down like into the portions for each customer. So we cut everything like that. Same with the chicken. You know, we we marinate our chicken overnight. So we get all that flavor in there. Same with our fish, depending on like how long we need it for. But everything gets a long marinade, so everything tastes good. Because the other thing with meal prep is, by the time it's Wednesday, Thursday, some people might not want to eat it no more. But if it still tastes good and you can reheat it, you're not going to want to go out and order any more food that you don't need to.
So look, now I got a question for real on the personal tip. Because I tried to make rice for meal prep one time, right? And my shit kept getting dry over the days. Like, my shit was dry by like the third day. So I'm asking, what can I do?
What can you do?
What can I do to fix that, bro?
If you want to fix it, first of all, you can get a rice cooker for real.
I got that though, that's the thing.
How you get a rice cooker and you still...
I just put the water in there and say put a certain amount of water in there and that's it.
Alright, so do this. Add olive oil and add a little bit of butter. And put it in at the very end. No, put the olive oil in the beginning with the water to mix it in. Sprinkle a little bit of salt in there. Mix that together, close it up. And then when it's done, that's when you take that little piece of butter, just put that in there, mix it around, and then you just cover it up and just let it steam.
How little is little? You gotta get me right. Like, just
I say
about
like half a tablespoon of butter.
Boom. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's try this again. Eyeball it with the fingertips.
Eyeball it like that.
Okay.
Like that
okay. I'm about to say a tablespoon. I'm like, don't got that off the top with it, like my man.
If you got like a stick of butter, it tells you how much like tablespoon is on there. So if you look at it, it did. That's my bad. So Friday is usually prep day, prep night. You can see like you can only be here on Fridays from 5 p.m. until, well, I guess like Monday at 12 a.m. So we got like the whole weekend, 24 hours. And then during the week, I could come in here between like 5 to like 7 a.m. the next day. So pretty much like overnight. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I could do that. But today's prep day, so I got my proteins working. I'm gonna have somebody else is gonna come in soon, and they're gonna do the carbs. We're probably gonna cook some stuff tonight too. Probably just some rice, something simple. Whatever else that we got planned for tomorrow is probably gonna get prepped today. So the cooking day takes a lot less time, and we're not just running around doing a whole bunch of stuff. Because now that we're in here, we got more time, so we can like plate up stuff at like the end of the day on Saturdays. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. For the most part, yeah. And then Sunday we just do the deliveries. Or now that we're in here, we can do pickup options available. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now.
So I know for a fact that everything that you make is on the line. I'm pretty sure that shit is good. So what's your favorite dish that you make like for your company, for your business?
Business?
Yeah.
My top seller is always salmon.
Salmon?
Always salmon.
Okay.
Now, if it's not salmon, it's shrimp.
Okay.
And the reason why is we're in Maryland. We're in a seafood state. So anything seafood, I know it's gonna sell for the most part. It's a couple chicken dishes where like people be like, yo, that's bomb. So like anytime I do anything like Mexican, or Hispanic food, like if I do like taco chicken or like taco ground beef, taco turkey, if I do fajitas always sell. People like that. They like the peppers, the onions, all that stuff is actually good for you. When you portion it out and you're not adding all this extra fats and all this extra stuff that shouldn't be in your food. So when you portion it right, people like that kind of stuff. And it's pretty good. So that's why they keep ordering it.
It don't have nothing to do with the food, but what's your biggest pet peeve in the kitchen?
What's my biggest pet peeve in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Damn, I got a lot of them dishes.
Name three. Top three.
Top three. All right. Dishes in the sink. When there shouldn't be no dishes in the sink.
You gotta wash as you go.
Yeah, you gotta clean up as you go. Because before you know it, I could have all this stuff out right now, and then like somebody else come in here, and then they got all the dishes in there, and then I can't wash my dishes, and then I gotta take this stuff out, and then it can just get real messy when there's a lot of stuff in the kitchen. I would say my second pet peeve in the kitchen is when somebody takes my shit and they don't put it back. So if you take my stuff, put it back. I don't care if you use it, like just put it back. That's common courtesy in the kitchen space.
He better than me. That'd have been my first. Don't touch my shit. It's mine right here.
Yeah, and I would say, lastly, damn, what's my third pet
One of
peeve?
mine, I don't like too many people in the kitchen when I'm cooking.
That's the thing. But like, when you're in a space like this, you have no choice but to get used to it. But the thing though is, it's just so fast paced. Like stuff is moving in and out. Like those ovens on Saturday, all of them are taken up. So people are like cooking stuff in there. And like the earlier, sometimes like depending on how busy it is on the weekend, you want to make sure you get here early so you can like put your stuff in the oven, get it over with for the day. It's just forget about it, because sometimes it could just get too crowdy, and then you don't want to do that. You just want to make sure you got everything that you need like ready to go when you come in here on Saturday, because that's like an event day, so people be cooking, doing a whole bunch of stuff in here. So you just want to make sure you come in here, you do your own thing, and then you out of here.
So what do you think is the most important ingredient when cooking? Like the most necessary ingredient?
Salt.
Salt?
Yeah, bro, you gotta salt everything.
Okay, now hold up though. Without oil, like olive oil, how you gonna cook this shit right with the salt? It's gonna be salt but burnt and dry, you feel me?
See, there's certain techniques that you can use in the kitchen that make it like, there's certain things like you don't need as much oil to cook with it, or you can use like an oil substitute, or you can use like sprays and stuff. Like they got the 0 calorie olive oil sprays and the 0 calorie butter sprays. We use that a lot, so that helps for like making sure the fat content of our food still stays down. Because most people, they don't want as much fat in the food because they still trying to stay lean, they still trying to stay healthy. But, you know, certain meals, you just can't skip the fat, you know, you feel me? Some shit, you just got to make it taste good, you feel me? You don't got to worry about no calories or nothing, just eat the food, it's going to be good, everything's fine. But yeah, salt is definitely the #1 thing that you need in the kitchen. You can't flavor nothing without salt.
You're right.
So
that's right.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Damn, I ain't even think about.
Sometimes, like when we have like this right here or that excess, we just cut it off because we're not gonna use it. It's not too much meat on there either. It will just go straight down.
That's my favorite part of the fish right there.
That's the favorite part.
That's
you know what you can do with this?
Salmon.
You can take the skin off, and then you can use it for like a salmon fried rice.
Okay.
You could just sear it with, like I said, salt, pepper, garlic. Toss it in your fried rice with it, and then you got your protein right there. With your food, you could throw some eggs in there if you was making like a fried rice or all that kind of stuff. Like, I'll just put this in over here. Alright.
I ain't never think about no salmon fried rice. That's no.
At Fit Prep Meals, right, we have 2 different portion sizes. We got the basic portion, we got the large portion. The basic is about 4 ounces and the large is 6. So if I were to portion out like a 4 ounce thing of salmon,
You know that by hour?
honestly at this point, yeah, I do.
Right.
This is I've been cutting
muscle
for so
memory.
long, right? So this right here.
So why does salmon not have like bones in it? Like, how do you get the bones out?
They use like machines to get some of the bones out.
Okay.
And then for the most part, you still get like a couple bones here and there.
Okay.
So like I usually just run my fingers through it. If I don't feel any bones, it's usually fine. Like see right here, we got this little bone, but we just put that off to the side. So this would be like a little like 4 ounce portion. If you wanted a 6 ounce portion.
Cause I'm like,
something
I ain't
like
see
this.
no salmon with
So
no
you see how
bones.
like big it is. It's fat. You got all that meat on
That's
there.
a juicy piece.
So this is what you would get if you were getting a large portion of Fit Prep. This is what you would get. So it's like a basic. But usually, sometimes we don't even use this piece right there. But if it was like a small, like 4-ounce portion, it would be something more like this. So that's a 4-ounce, and that's a 6-ounce right there. And then we cut those up into like however many pieces that we need for the weekend. So get all that done. We usually season it with salt, pepper, and something else. Whatever the salmon is, we'll usually like just season it with salt and pepper the night before, and then the day of, that's when we would like mix it with whatever other spices, just for like an hour or two. Because when it comes to fish, if you like put something too acidic on there, it's just gonna mess up the texture when it comes up the stove. Unless if like at the end you can squeeze like a lemon on your fish, it brings out that flavor, man. So
it definitely.
yeah. So usually like even with our meals, we usually put like a lemon with our fish or shrimp. Just cause it's just so good. If you put lemon on seafood, it's amazing.
It definitely is.
Yeah, so that's what we usually do.
So you right there, all of this salmon right here?
Yeah, I'm gonna season it, like season everything up and just put them in like little boxes. Yeah.
To go?
Huh?
You get up to go?
You want to take these home?
You bluffing.
That ass. I give you these right here. I got some fish.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
To go?
I just bought some fresh garlic yesterday too. Don't tell me no shit like that, Timmy. This some real love, right? Ayo. Now y'all better fucking buy shit. I swear to God, cause he do shit like this. This for the people, yo. He ain't had to do that. He ain't had to do that. You ain't had to do that, Timmy.
What they say? Well, damn. Stick a dash.
You hear me? Hey, look. That boy got the little breast stuff, you hear me? They good for your body, you hear me? Say they make you feel real good and they make you grow tall, little boy. You hear me? Because a bunch of you little boys is little boys. So you need the vegetable. Oh. That is you. Delicioso. The fresh salmon. Yo was still swimming in the box. He was just swimming. We think no. We just ain't gonna swim.
We making salmon cakes. What you doing?
What? I'm right.
Fresh
Ran
never
off
frozen.
on the flood.
Fresh never frozen. Ain't that
Fresh
what
never
they say?
what?
Yeah, that's what
But
they
this
say.
ain't Wendy's. You feel me?
Ain't Wendy's though. Oh yeah.
Don't go to Giant. Order your food from a man till you dinner. You feel me? Don't go to Giant. Don't go to Subway. Don't go to no food establishment spot except for this. You feel me? And if you don't, I can't say what's gonna happen on camera. But yeah, yeah.
Know that.
I almost showed my face. No face, no case. You know what I mean?
Cut that up.
Oh, you gotta keep the salmon away from the chicken. That's cars come down.
We don't want that. We don't do that in the kitchen. Cross contamination. Cross contamination. We don't do that in the kitchen. We don't do that. That's kitchen etiquette. Everybody know that cross contamination. That's kitchen etiquette. We don't do that.
It's cross contamination.
Cross contamination. We don't do that. Keep everything clean, fresh, never frozen.
Fresh never frozen.
Never frozen.
Yo.
Yeah, just support black businesses, man. Support black businesses. Any black business you know, any little thing goes a long way. You know, give them a shout out on Instagram. That goes a long way. You know, tell a friend, tell your mom, your dad, everybody. I don't care who. Just let them know if you know a black business. We gotta support each other out here. You know? So, yeah.
Where can the people find you at?
Oh, y'all can find me on Instagram at fitprepmeals_. FITPREPMEALS_. Fitprepmeals on Instagram.
And he ain't gonna tell you this, but when you get it and you order it, you better take a picture of it and post it. You feel me? Because y'all like to post yourselves singing in cars. You better post some businesses, man. Come on now. Get it right. Let's get us out here in the community the right way, shorty. Man, let me tell you something, yo.
I'm talking about
No
the
disrespect,
names.
but we is all freaks, okay? Every last one of us freaks. Disgusting, okay? Every last one of us.
No.
Women,
Oh,
men.
women.
So let me tell you something.
No, not me.
No, women and men, let me tell you something. There's no discriminating. Stop getting mad, okay? If you don't want your girl out there cheating, be single, brother. Because everybody gonna do it. Your mother did it. She did it. She did it. How you think you got here? How you think you got here? How I get here? My fault, bro. You feel me? My fault. But I'm just saying, though.
I got
Stop getting mad.
A few things about myself, right? I can sell salt to a slug and raid to a bug. Whole shit.
Hey, and he can sell ice to an Eskimo. That boy been selling ice to an Eskimo. You know. Player from the Himalaya. Come on now. So, like you focus seriously on this. What's your goal? Like, what's your end goal?
How far do you want to take it?
You feel? Yeah. How far you want to take it? Or is it just like you want to be in everything, bro?
I mean, I really want to take this like as far as like anyone could possibly imagine. You know, like that's the goal with anything you do in life. You want to make the best opportunity out of whatever you're doing.
Absolutely.
You know, what's his name? Jeff Bezos. He started out in his basement trying to make sure he was gonna be the best at everything. Then now look at him now, Amazon, richest man in the world.
Right.
So you know, but sometimes like just have that personal goal for yourself in your head. Have milestones, set goals, set like milestones are important because like if you want to. You just can't keep doing stuff without like having an idea of like where you want to go. Because then you're just gonna be doing this, you're gonna be doing that. You're not
the
gonna
milestones to see your progress.
Yeah, milestones. Yeah, they help you see your progress and where you're going to.
That's all it is
like
about.
last year, it was a goal. Like I need to be in the kitchen this year, and now I'm here.
Right.
So like my next goal would be, hopefully like I could get a lot more customers in the Baltimore area. Like I really want to like expand everywhere in Baltimore. Like so, if I could reach more people in Baltimore, that's the next goal. And then after that, hopefully like reaching different counties and stuff. But like that's not what I'm focusing on right now. It's in the back of my mind, but like what's in the front of my head now is like getting what I'm doing here now, making sure the food tastes good this week, making sure everything's seasoned properly, making sure that we don't have no mistakes when it comes to the deliveries, making sure everybody get their food and it's not all messed up and all that kind of stuff. It's still safe to eat type thing. So those are the things that I'm thinking about right now. Like I'm thinking about, okay, like how much time am I gonna need to cook all these things tomorrow? I need to write that down, make sure like I come in here with a plan, because without a plan, you're gonna fail.
Absolutely.
That's simply it. Like
Short-term goals is important, yo.
Short-term goals are important. Long-term goals are important too.
Yeah, every last one.
Absolutely. Just keep working and what you're doing, and God blesses it. That's what it is for you.
That's tough because like this is a process that most people don't want to go through. Like,
Exactly.
Everybody want to be a CEO, everybody want to be a business owner, but they won't put in the work. As you see, my man is the owner of his own business, and he putting in his own work. You feel what I'm saying? He putting in his own work. He getting his hands dirty.
Like when you first start off a business, like the grind that you gotta put in is crazy. Like most people never see that part. They usually just see, he posting all this food, or he doing all this. But like when I first started, like my first week, I only had like one order of food. And now I'm buying a whole box of this. So like before I would have just needed one of this for a whole weekend. And now I got a whole case. So hopefully like I just want to keep growing at that level, like God willing, if I'm alive and everything. I just want to keep growing and making sure like business is running right and everything's going well. So
Every time you hear one order, like what kept you motivated?
It just was the goal in the back of my mind, and like at the end of the day, you gotta get this money some way, somehow. And I was like, hey, if I want to get this money, like I might as well try to do it with something that I'm passionate about, something that I like. Like I could see myself doing this long term, or even like I don't end up doing this long term. At least like I could say I started something, I got it somewhere, and like I was a success. You feel me? Like I was a success story. There's no business that's ever really like a failure if you think about it, because you're gonna learn something from the business from before, and then apply it to the next one, or the next one, or the next one. And that's how people be growing. That's how all these big businesses that we see now grow. They all had their little downfalls. They all had their little downtimes when they first started out with their business. But now, you know, they're global. You know, they're all global brands. So if they would have said, "Oh man, I only had one order this week, and that's it. I'm not doing it no more," they would have never reached where they are now. You know, so that's the same mindset I had. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep doing this till the wheels fall off, literally. Like,
and I feel like
this is it.
I feel like it's not even more of like a goal. It's more of a mindset. Like you gotta have a certain mindset. Because you can have a goal, but never had a mindset to go get the goal. You feel me? So, do you feel as though like, I guess at the end of the day, what would you want to tell somebody trying to do what you're doing? Like, it doesn't matter if they're in this business or in something else, but they're trying to get something started like you are. What would you tell the people?
What I tell the people, I would just tell them, you know, well, one, I like to keep God involved in like my decisions.
Absolutely.
Make sure, you know, I'm prayerful about my decisions and like what I'm doing. That's one. Two, you just got to be ready to work. You got to be ready to like put yourself out there, because nobody's gonna put themselves out there for you. You gotta do the work yourself. Like it's crazy because like sometimes like you have certain people who will give you fake promises. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna start this business. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." And then like you expect them to like come through for you. So I would say, don't really expect nothing from anybody. Just keep working hard by yourself. Like max out your own potential. Because then, like, once you max out your own potential, most likely other people gonna see it, and then you're gonna see your own results first, and seeing those results, that's gonna push you to keep going for more and more and more. Like I said, like when I first started, it was like, dang, I had that one order, but then like, that's another thing, consistency. You gotta be consistent. If you're not consistent with what you're doing, you're not gonna get the same, like you're not gonna grow as much as you expect yourself to grow. Like that was actually a problem I was having earlier with my business, if I'm being honest, because like I was having a little bit of inconsistency with like deliveries and like it was just like the little petty stuff here and there. But but like you as the owner, sometimes you might overlook it. But the customer who's ordering the food, they noticing everything. They're
that's
like,
what it's about.
Yeah, right. Everything is about the customer. Like, make sure your customers first. Like, always make sure you keep them in front of your mind. Like, what would they want? It's not what you want, really. Like, that's really what businesses are. Like, it's really what the customer wants. You gotta pay attention to what your customer wants. Be consistent, and keep God first in everything that you're doing. So that's the advice I would give.
Look, comment, like, share, tell a motherfucking friend.
At the end of the day,
Tell a friend.
support yourself, yo. Get off your fucking ass.
Yeah.
Get off your ass, bruh.
What's your life like?
Nah, for real. Get off your ass, bruh. My man ain't on his ass. He is out here.
Yeah, out here.
Don't say you in the field if you ain't in that field, and you don't gotta be in the field to be in the
Instead
field.
of arguing and fighting with each other, come together like butt cheeks and be the shit.
See, I was fucking with it until I thought about actually what he said, and like when you add butt cheeks into the equation, I'm thinking about actual shit now.
You
I don't
come
want to be
together like butt cheeks and be
That's what he's
the
saying.
shit.
No, I don't want to be a butt cheek or shit.
No, you be shit.
No, you are the shit. You don't
Yeah,
be shit.
you the shit.
No, bruh, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
He's saying
I'm saying though, I'm not with it, bruh. You sure you don't want to be in no episode, bro?
Not this one. I don't
Alright.
got, like, you can hear my voice. I'm still in it.
Okay.
I'm not, but somebody got to hold the camera.
You gotta put a face to it though.
Eventually.
Because it's the first one. So they gotta know who's going to be behind the camera most of the time. You feel what I'm
I don't
saying?
know what we do though. How you want me to do it?
Like I'm gonna hold it for you.
Do a little quick footage. Something.
Feel me? It's already recording?
It's already. Is it? You see the number?
Okay.
Check.
Okay. So what that is on that body, man? What that
Area
is on
code.
the face?
Gotta
Okay.
represent where you from. What's your area code?
Man,
Man.
what is it, man?
410. That's where we at.
You see the
That's where we at with it. 410 AK.
Okay. So
We're
what
in the
it
kitchen right now with my man. Tell me he can ready to cook us something real quick.
Okay.
Something slight. We'll see how this go.
Okay. You know what's going
Very
on,
first,
man.
very first
The thing is,
black business that we promoting on the platform. If you want, get your business promoted on the platform. All you gotta do is reach out to myself, my man Tay, or Mike. You got a couple hosts. Reach out to one of us and we'll get it popping. We'll make that shit happen for you.
Okay then.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Feel me?